Hey, so all you event photographers, there's something I want to show you. This is called the Sony Super Snap Lab. This is Jay with Sony, and he's going to walk us through this. Basically what this thing does is it allows you to shoot wirelessly from your Canon or Nikon system, and it transmits to the Super Snap Lab, and bammo, out comes a photo. And so you can use this on location. And so, Jay, how much does this unit cost us?
It's about $2,400.
$2,400.
And that's for the Super Snap Lab itself and a wireless Ethernet adapter. Your camera would be extra.
Right.
Any Wi-Fi enabled camera that can FTP can be used. So any of the professional cameras that have Wi-Fi enabled, and even some of the consumer cameras that have Wi-Fi enabled.
Yeah, and it's pretty fast. In fact, if we can, I'll zip over to your background. You'll take a snapshot of me, and you'll see just how fast this thing can crank something out. So if you're shooting like a winter party or a prom or something like that, that's what this is built for, basically, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go over here, and you can take a shot of me. And I think this happens to be the coolest background ever. Oh yeah. Okay, that's the Zoolander. And so this is wirelessly transmitting from here over to the Snap Lab.
Well,
so
first, it saves it on your card just like it would at a normal shoot, so you have a backup.
Right.
And then it goes through the Wi-Fi adapter, goes to a wireless print server, which is a relatively inexpensive device, and then drops it in an FTP hot folder, processes it,
and then zaps it out. All right, so in a second here, we're going to see this thing pop out with my beautiful picture on it, because I'm such a Zoolander kind of guy. And then this doesn't take ink, is that correct?
Right, it's a thermal dye sublimation printer. So it's got cyan, yellow, magenta colors in the ribbon, but it also has a laminate on the top. And with this one, it can print matte or glossy, and you can select matte or glossy when you print. But there's also a logo watermark you can select for it. So
yeah,
you can
so
put your own logo in there.
You can't really see, I don't think, on the video, but there's actually a watermark on this, and here I am with my beautiful mug on this shot. And so, you know, in the time it took us to just sort of walk through this, we had our shot coming out. And so if you're having to crank through some stuff, this is really nice because you can shoot and sort of fire and forget technology, basically. And the price on this guy is
$2,400.
$2,400. There you have it. It is the Sony Super Snap Lab, which I think is really cool. All right, thanks, Jay.
Thanks.
All right, this is the Epson Stylus Pro 7900. It's just really cool because it's got a picture of my car coming out of here. I wish. But with me here is Tom York. Tom, right?
Yep.
And Tom's going to talk to us a little bit about this printer. And so come right on over here so we can hear you. And this is the smaller version of the 9900, is that correct?
This is a 24-inch.
This is a 24-inch, and there's a 44?
And 900 is a 44-inch.
44-inch.
All the same components, everything's the same.
Everything's
same
the
quality.
same. And this printer and the 9900 have the largest color gamut of any printer on the planet.
You're going to put more colors on the page with these than any other product.
Right, and so this guy here is for art galleries, it's for labs, it's for serious photographers.
I mean, we have, these type of prints here, all were done on it.
Right.
And, somebody who sells their work, these are very affordable to them.
Right,
Yeah.
and so the price per square foot of printing on this guy is about what?
About $1.20 on a nice photo paper, and that includes ink and paper. So,
$1.20 per square foot, which is, that's going to beat in the long term what you're going to be farming stuff out. All right, now that's pretty cool. And the price on this guy is about?
$39.95.
$39.95. So there you have it. This is the Epson Stylus Pro 7900, and there's also a 9900, and it's a phenomenal deal for serious photographers or labs. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Take care.
All right, well, here I am with Will. He's with Bogan Imaging, or Manfrotto.
Bogan Imaging, you got it.
And these are the guys that make, if you saw our LucaCam video where we did all the crazy point of view stuff, or the Chase Jarvis point of view videos that were out on Chase's blog a while back, this is the gear that was used. Now this I have not seen before. What is this guy?
These are called articulated arms, and one thing that Manfrotto is very well known for is different types of arms and accessories that you can mount around the cameras. You can put lights on, you can put little cameras into remote locations. This is called an articulated arm. We make many different versions of these arms in 2-section, 3-section, double type column arms that you see here. They allow you to manipulate and move your your camera or device around into any configuration. And the nice thing is they simply mount on a super clamp.
Right, and so we don't have any super clamps to show you here because they sold out. But I have some in the studio, and so we'll try to get some B-roll and show you that. But this guy's pretty cool. Now this is similar to the Magic Arm that I used in the video.
Right.
And tell us about this.
These are great arms. These are Magic Arms and friction arms. This one here happens to be a friction arm, and the way you tell the difference is a friction arm you actually turn to engage the locking mechanism. This arm also is controlled by all 3 points. Once you loosen the friction off the arm, it controls all 3 pivot points of the arm. The difference on the Magic Arm is the Magic Arm uses a one-arm lever to lock all 3 points.
So I know that on the Magic Arm, my wife had sort of a difficult time snapping that because it's like, bam.
Right.
This seems like it's a little bit more gentle.
A little bit more user-friendly for people that don't want to lock everything in one position. The great thing is there's lots of applications. We do, believe it or not, sell a lot of these to people that have physical disabilities because they can mount it onto wheelchairs, mount it onto devices like crutches, things like that, if they still want to do some imaging.
And that again goes into a super clamp and you're set to go.
That's right.
Another thing that I'd like to show is this guy here. So this is a base to a C-stand, it looks like.
Correct. We call these turtle bases, or we call these C-stand bases. It is affectionately shown with an item called a butt plug or an E200. It's a 28mm receiver. It has a 5/8 spigot. It allows you then to attach a column, and you can attach a 40, 20, or 60-inch column to these. It's very versatile. And the great thing about this is you can use it as a background light, you can use it as a main light. And the other nice thing is when you work with C-stands, it allows you to get these the stands very close to the wall, and also there are different types of C-stands that if you want to work on stairs, it has a lazy leg, or as affectionately called in the industry, a Rocky Mountain leg.
Right. So you can get different attachments and mix and match, and that's sort of the name of the game, is the Tinker Toys approach, which is what I love. All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming by.
Off we go.